Hello friends, and welcome to my Aroma Freedom Technique demonstration class. I'm going to walk you through this technique so that you can have more energy, more joy, get through your negative thoughts that you may be having, and go through those feelings and emotions that will break through barriers to get you to move forward and attain your most desirable goals that you can imagine. So many of us do have dreams, but we so often let them die because we can't get rid of past experiences that we've had in life. So I want to walk you through this. I want to give you a little bit of a background on Dr. Benjamin Purkis is his name, and he's a clinical psychologist for over the past 20 years. This is the book that you can get, and you can also get this on Amazon as well. So I have plenty on hand. If you just ask me, I can mail it to you, but you can get this readily available too through Amazon. But he definitely has, where this came from, whereas he was using it on his patients, right? He was using it on his clients, and it was so effective that people asked him to start teaching it. So he started teaching it, and now people like me are also using essential oils, Young Living essential oils specifically. Okay, this works with, because the reason why Young Living oils work is because they are 100% pure, therapeutic grade. And I know you see that a lot out there. Even Amazon is slapping on stickers, labels that say 100% pure, therapeutic grade, and they're selling them for really cheap. And the reason why they can do that is the FDA has approved only 5% essential oil, pure essential oil, be put in our bottles, right? Not Young Living's bottles, but just across the board, the FDA has approved 5%, 5% pure essential oil be required in a bottle, okay? Now, they still can slap on a sticker that says 100% pure therapeutic grade, but that doesn't mean it's completely 100% pure essential oil. It's fillers, synthetics. They sometimes fabricate these oils in a lab. You just cannot trust what you're getting out there on the general market, okay? Young Living has been around for over 23 years, and they have a seed to seal promise. And what that is guaranteeing for you as a consumer is that these oils have been tested many times, multiple times, sometimes 12 to 15 times. The seed is organic. The soil conditions are amazing. They are the right temperature environment for that particular plant. The essential oil is the essence of the plant, which is the most important part of the plant that is going to provide the natural support that your body needs. So, when we package the oils to your doorstep, there's a stamp of approval that the seeds, the sourcing, the standards, and the science are all the utmost quality, okay? So, we've been around for over 23 years. We're the leader of the pack, and people are receiving the benefits of the oils, unlike other oils, because there's only about 5% in that bottle of pure essential oil. So it's really important to know that when you're looking to buy oils. I have to say that before I even start this class, because you're receiving the true benefit of pure essential oils. Okay, they're very concentrated. You use a very little bit. A lot of people are using a carrier oil to absorb it into your skin because they are so concentrated and they have skin sensitivities. So I'm not one person that has to actually use a carrier oil because I'm a pretty tough, I have pretty tough skin, a pretty tough stomach. So anyways, so to get back to our class on aroma freedom, so this is really, you know, breaking through barriers, you know, working through those old memories and trying to dive in there and find out answers to why these memories are holding you back. And it's very effective. I've been using this on various people, family members and friends, and I'm telling you, it's working, and we're finding answers that are incredible. So, I mean, these are breakthroughs that they've never in their life experienced, and they're finding out the reason now, and it's coming out. And the oils are bringing this out, okay? They're bringing out these emotions through the sense of smell, okay? So the sense of smell is right here, that it leads to our limbic part of our brain, and that is the seat of our emotions, okay? And so that's the only part of our brain that is affected by sense of smell. Okay, so that part of our brain is going back and tapping into all these memories, and that is why these oils are working. So it's not on a level of just, you know, smelling, but, you know, smelling the oil is definitely, you know, enhancing and activating that experience. So that's why it's important to use the oils. Yeah, so then I'm just going to start in with the first thing that we're going to do in this process. It uses memory release blend, which is lavender, frankincense, and stress away is the memory release blend that we will get into the heart of this technique, okay? Blending those three oils together, smelling them, and then having them just work. And it's just incredible. So we will go through that. So what I want to first go into, it's a 12-step process. The first step is thinking of a goal that you want to manifest. Okay, and to get you to start in that process, I want to start you out with, if you have it at home, peppermint, because peppermint is good for focus, and it'll, you know, start getting the the brain activated and start to be able to pull back, you know, into something that you really want to manifest in your life. The other oil that you could use is clarity. Okay, this is not an oil that is in your kit. If any of you have a Young Living kit that you start out with, it's 11 oils and a diffuser. It's the best way to start out with Young Living and becoming a member. It also gives you the membership of getting all your oils at 24% off. So a 24% discount. That's what that kit gets you. It is $160 for that kit, and it's oh my gosh, it is so affordable, and especially if you're talking about your health and wellness, just right there, it's saving you. There's so many oils in that kit I can go over that have saved me, not having to go to the doctor, not getting, you know, because, you know, you're setting yourself up for supporting your immune system. All of the oils are incredible for all of your body systems. So when you are starting out with either peppermint or clarity, peppermint is in the kit, clarity is not. You want to drop in your non-dominant hand, 1 drop and activate the oil with your 2 fingers in a clockwise direction, and then just breathe in. And that is only 1 drop of peppermint, and that is, whew, very strong, very strong. Talk about getting the sinuses, cleared, and also getting your memory bank cleared and focused. So that is going to start you in the right direction. So think of, and hopefully you'll have, a piece of a journal or paper and pen with you during this technique process, because you will want to write all your answers down. We're going to have a range of numbers that you're going to write down as well. So definitely have your pen and paper. So if you've thought of a goal already that you want to manifest, write it down. And I want you to, while you're thinking of this goal, I want you to be specific. Write down a date. And I'm going to give you an example. Since we're in the month of January, and most people are wanting to lose weight, or they want to actively start a gym membership or a routine, because maybe November, December, with all the holidays and the food, they gain some weight, or you know where I'm going with that. So let's use losing weight. So be specific. By March 30th, I want to lose 10 pounds. And you can even say, be a little bit more specific. The date, how much, by eating right and working out 2 to 3 times a week. Okay, so just be specific, because without being specific, it's hard to have those action steps to get to where we want to be with our goals. And that's why I think sometimes goals are die. They just, we set out in January, and by February, we're not going to the gym. We've just stopped because we're not seeing the results that we need to get in order, to start out with those action steps. We need some action steps, break it down to get to where we need to be. Okay, so once you have written down your goal, the next step is, let's read our goal, and what is the first negative thought that comes into your mind that you cannot reach this goal? I am not going to attain this goal. The first negative thought. Is it that you're not worthy? There's not enough time? I'm working 50, 60 hours a week. There's no way I can have the energy to still go to the gym afterwards. Just giving you an example of that. Okay, so I want you to think of a number right now, and we're going to go from 0 to 10, that range. So how likely are you going to reach this goal at this point in time that you're thinking about this goal? How likely are you going to be to reach this goal? From 0 to 10. 0 being really not likely, and 10 being, I already see me reaching this goal. Or somewhere in the middle. So write your number down. And then now I want you to come from a place of, there's this negative thought. Where are you feeling this negative thought on your body? Where is it affecting you? Is it coming from your gut? Is it coming from your head telling you, no, I can't make that goal? Is it coming from your heart? Your liver? Just some part of your body. Recognize where you are feeling that. And when you have that place where you're feeling it, how does this make you feel? just one word of how does this make you feel right now? Does it make you feel sad? Does it make you feel unworthy? Does it make you feel weak, in despair? Okay, and if I end up going too fast, then replay this video and go through it again, okay? And also, as you're going through this process, if you get to a certain point and you think you need to go back and start off with the first step, then do that, okay? So you can get to a place that you are going to be getting past this blockage. So now, step 5 is drifting back to an earlier experience, an earlier time when you felt the same feeling. In that same place on your body where you felt, I'm just going to use the stomach, you got this queasiness in your stomach, and you're going back in time, back to your childhood or your teenage years, and you're trying to feel when, grasp like it's basically a snapshot or a movie. You're playing this back. Let's say you're going back to when you were age 5. Okay. And, this is how I felt. It was right here in my stomach, and I felt queasy. And this was the experience I was going through at that time. One person that comes up in my mind that I did this technique on, this person couldn't think of how old this person was, but could remember the experience, going through that experience. Okay, so, and I think it was because of where this was felt on the body, and this person can go back and just, feel it. So that's what I want you to go through. Okay. Now this is when we get to our memory release blend. Remember, the lavender, the frankincense, and the stress away. Okay. So I'm not going to do this right now, but just put a drop of lavender, a drop of frankincense, and a drop of stress away. And stress away has a beautiful blend of some lavender and lime and ocotillo. Wonderful, wonderful blend. Everybody loves it. And as the name says, stress away. The frankincense is very grounding, and the lavender is very calming. Okay, so it's a wonderful blend to start digging into your emotions and releasing those blockages. Okay, so breathe in those oils, rub them together and then breathe them in right now. Breathe in deeply. Breathe in deeply. Emotions might be coming out. Emotions are like waves. So you might have some, very low points, or you might have, kind of coming out of it. Remember, you only have right now one number written down, right? Of how possible you'll reach that goal. You only have one number written down. Okay. So go back and just try to let the memory pass. Try to release that memory. Hopefully it's going to be fading. You're going to be letting it go. All right, so that was step 6. Now we're on step 7. I want you to go back and read your goal and then rate it right now at this point. After you've taken in the memory release blend, go back now and read your goal and then rate it on a scale of 0 to 10. How do you feel right now? I mean, how possible is it that you can reach your goal at this point in time? And there's no right or wrong answer. You could have a higher number, where you're getting closer to releasing that barrier, or you could be the same. You might have even gone back a little bit. Okay, make just a couple steps back. There isn't a right or wrong answer here. Okay, it's just all based on your experience, you trying to work through this. This is something that has probably taken a long time. This is years and years that it's just sat there inside, and you may not have even known that this was blocking you until this point in time where you're really trying to dig into your emotions and find some answers here. So this is where it comes out. So you have that number. Now, step number 8 is when you read your goal, what does that negative voice tell you? Okay, you're going to read your goal, and what at this point is your negative voice telling you? Is it still saying, you can't make that goal, it's not going to happen? Or is it saying, it's getting a little better. I think maybe, about a 7. I think I'm working up. I'm getting past it. So you go ahead and write your number down. Now, another thing that came up with one person was, about 80% they were thinking that they could accomplish their goal. But there's this 20% that just, they felt that it was out of their control. How the stock market is. There's so many different factors that affect the stock market. Well, if one thing is off, it's going to affect the whole thing. So this person felt like about 20% of their goals were not going to happen because of outside factors, out of their control. Okay, so this was huge. This was a breakthrough for this person. It was very huge for this person because this person could go back finally and realize that this was their father that had an impact on them. That the father would say that we were going to do something and then would fall back and not, come through with the commitment. Like, he would say, we're going to go do this, and then it wouldn't happen. Okay, so now this person realized finally that it was because of this experience that happened a lot in the childhood with the father that this person could not come through with their commitments. So, this person never realized this until this point with using the oils and having a breakthrough. So that's why I'm saying that this technique really, really works. I haven't seen one person that said that it wasn't working. So I'm really confident that you'll, get some results. So now you want to state the original goal aloud. Say it out loud. I'm going to lose weight by March 30th, 10 pounds, by eating healthy, nutritious meals, and work out 2 to 3 times a week. Okay, so now go ahead and when you hear that negative voice again, rate this. Okay, how likely you are that you are going to go forward and reach this goal at this point. So you should have 3 numbers by now. Okay, after you make this next rating, writing that down. And they may have improved. They may have stayed the same. You might have taken a step back, then, gained. in your numbers. So another oil that you could grab, which a lot of people don't have, but just know in the future that if you'd like to get it, it's in our feelings kit. That's what it's called, the feelings kit. And one of the oils is Inner Child. And one of the ingredients in Inner Child is orange. And neroli, I believe. Neroli is orange as well. It's from the rind of the orange. And so why Gary Young used orange is because orange is a happy flavor. And most children remember orange popsicles, something. Orange is just a happy flavor, okay? And so that's why that is something. So if you wanted to, you can bring out your orange oil as well, okay? Orange is a very happy oil. So going back into that feeling, trying to pull back from our childhood, you could use that Inner Child oil to help you as well. Okay, so each time you have these oils, you're trying to breathe them in, breathing in deeply, and just going to the brain, and then you're activating emotions and memories. Okay, so now we are creating an affirmation, and we're expressing a new positive belief at this point. Okay, so we want, if you can, just going to breathe this in right now. I love this. This release. Here's a release blend. And for those of you that don't know what a blend is versus a single oil, peppermint would be your single oil because it's straight peppermint. That's all that's in here. Whereas release is a blend of a number of different oils. Okay, so release is amazing. It is going to help you, support you in releasing past memory and emotions that you were feeling from the past. That's all. So if you have that one, that would be great to use that one. And so you're creating an affirmation. I'm trying to think with the weight loss one, what affirmation. I am healthy. I am in a healthy body, feeling lots of energy. That would be my positive affirmation for if you were using weight loss. Okay. I am in a healthy body with lots of energy. Okay. So do you feel like there's any new beliefs? Are you feeling a little creative? Do you feel like maybe there's been a shift where you're feeling a little bit more positive? You feel that this goal is more attainable, reachable? Are you feeling some renewed hope? So now that you have created that affirmation, you've written it down, now we're going to say it, okay? So I am in a healthy body and feeling lots of energy, okay? So that's my affirmation right now that I am creating. It's a new belief that you have going forward. And we're also going to create our power pose, okay? So at this point, you can pull out, if you have this oil, Believe. This is a wonderful oil to help support us in believing that we can achieve our dreams and our goals. You can diffuse this in some water, just beautiful blend. So you can be using a lot of oils in this process, or you can just stick with, maybe to start, peppermint and the memory release blend, okay? The lavender, the frankincense, and the stress away. So you can go from something very basic, or you can expand with this technique on more oils and using more oils. So you want to create your affirmation with a power pose, okay? So kind of come back into maybe thinking in terms of yoga. That would be a good idea to pull back, into our yoga poses. So you could do child's pose. You could have something like this. You can, raise your arms up. You can have a stance where you're just throwing your hands on your hips, just whatever power pose you feel most confident in, and you're just going to conquer the world in that pose. And I want you to say this affirmation in the morning and at night 3 times, or you can choose. I mean, if you want to start out in the morning, just kind of say it in your head. Get you, started for the day. Then before you go to bed, say it in your head as well, okay? So, they say that your brain will pick up the negative if you say a sentence like, I am not happy. Okay, it's going to pick up the not. Okay, your brain actively picks up the negative. So if you just wipe out the negative talk, then your brain is actively believing that this is true. So I am happy. Just, tell yourself these positive thoughts. If something negative comes into your head, pop it right out and, replace it with a positive. So these things do work. I really know that this technique works. And so I hope you guys are going forward now with an action plan. That's the last step, 12. And you're making a plan and you're writing some action steps that are going to lead you to that goal being accomplished. I want you guys to be successful. I want you guys to have joy in your life, and I want you guys to be happy. So, life is too short to have unhappiness. So I want to support you and help you, and this is one technique that I can say is just something that you should try in your life. And so this helps you with one goal. When you accomplish that one goal and you think that you've succeeded at that goal, try another one, and just keep those goals coming, and it'll help you personally in your business. So I hope this has helped you. And one other place to get that book, it's called aromafreedom.com. Aroma, AROMA, freedom, FREEDOM.com. That's all together. And also, I believe I have my website attached to this on a YouTube account. And if you guys need any oils, you can go to my Young Living website called Oily Impressions. Oily, OILY, Impressions, IMPRESSIONS. And I know myself, I've just done a search on Oily Impressions and it comes right up. But there is a whole address that you can look up. So I hope you guys have a great day, and join me for some more videos and sharing with you on your emotional and physical level. Have a great day.